Hello everybody. Today's plant is this lovely little Crassula columnella. Columnella means in Latin, small column. And Crassula plants are native to South Africa, as this one is. And she's in full bloom. Kind of hard to see these little teeny tiny flowers. So the flowers themselves really small, but the inflorescence altogether on the plant is actually quite attractive. The plant's foliage is interesting. As I get closer, you can notice the texture on the leaves. Kind of a nice gray leaves, very compact, very succulent leaves. Very hard. I can't even squish them. So these are pretty stiff leaves. Interesting pot. This is a pot that's designed to look like a rock. It's actually made out of tufa, and it was impregnated with plastic. I don't remember where I got this pot, but it's interesting. This plant, I believe I got from Armstrong Garden Center, which is a nursery chain of nurseries down here in Southern California. Crassula columnella, a very easy to grow plant. This plant is in partial shade in the summer, so it's underneath a Madagascar palm, which gives it some partial shade in the summer. And that Madagascar palm loses its leaves in the winter. And in the winter, this plant is in the full sun. I live here in Orange County in Southern California, and this plant does perfectly fine outdoors. It takes our weather just fine. I leave it out in the rain and the cool winter, even though we don't really get much frost, if at all, here. This plant's probably hardy to about 28, 30 degrees. It doesn't mind some winter moisture. And in the summertime, I have to water this about once a week, mostly because the inside of this pot is relatively small. So there's not a lot of root mass in this pot. So I do water about once a week. Easy to propagate. You just kind of take a cutting. This would be a perfect size cutting, about 1 inch or 2. Cut it off from the main plant, remove some of the lower leaves, and you could root this relatively easily. So Crassula columnella, fantastic plant for pot. This would be really nice also in a rock garden. I would use this plant actually also as an understory for taller plants. So if you had a taller plant in a pot, this could be a cute little addition to maybe tucked in around some rocks at the base of a taller plant. Really nice. I've also seen this plant, Crassula columnella, with green leaves, where the leaves are not silvery gray like this. Probably because that variety is more in a shade. But this one I prefer with these silver and leaves with those interesting texture. Kind of reminds me of something from the ocean. Again, Crassula columnella, a cool, easy to grow succulent. Definitely pick one up if you can find one. Thank you guys. I'll see you next time. Bye.